Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to continue with our topic connectors. Now, this is part 2. In our earlier session, I told you about connectors, that what are connectors, what are its uses, and what are various types of connectors. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss usage of concepts of connectors. So, first, we are going to discuss connectors and its usage and concepts. Then, after that, we are going to discuss conjunction or preposition. It means whether we have to use connectors of conjunction or preposition, or whether we have to use conjunction or preposition as connectors in the sentence or in the given sentence. So, we are going to discuss all the points over here in this session. So, let's begin the session. Now, first one will discuss conjunction versus preposition. It means first we are going to discuss the difference between conjunction and preposition. Only after that, we are able to decide whether to fill a connector related to conjunction or preposition in the sentence to complete it or to connect the sentences. So let's begin. First of all, if we talk about conjunctions, the function of conjunction is conjunctions are words that are used to connect words, phrases, clauses within a sentence. It means if there are two words in a sentence, in the same sentence, and we are going to connect them with each other, we need a conjunction. It means suppose there is a sentence, and if it completes and another sentence begins, so this is another sentence that begins, so we can join these two sentences with a conjunction, and that will join these two sentences together. They serve to join elements of equal grammatical rank, so the rank should be equally grammatical, or you can say they should be equal in grammatical rank. The sentence should be of equal rank or of equal level, such as two independent clauses or two words. For example, common conjunctions include and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet. Whereas, if we talk about preposition, it is prepositions are words that show relationships between nouns or pronouns and other words in a sentence. Now, in case of conjunction, what we did, we just joined two sentences of equal rank together with the help of conjunction. But in case of preposition, it is a single sentence in which we have preposition in which a noun or pronoun or the relation of that noun or pronoun with the entire sentence is related, or when that relation has been shown with some words, that relational word is known as preposition. They indicate location, direction, time, manner, or the relationship between nouns. Now, in case of conjunctions, usage. Conjunctions are used to coordinate or join elements in a sentence or to create relationships like addition, contrast, choice, reason, result, etc. Examples: she wanted to go to the park. Now, this is the first one sentence, but it has started raining. So, here in this sentence, we can see that this is one sentence and this is another. We have joined these two sentences with the help of but. So these are two different separate sentences of individual structure, and they were separate sentences of equal grammatical structure, but we joined both the sentences together with the help of but. Now this is conjunction. But if we see this part or this clause of the sentence, that she wanted to go to the park, so here you can see that she and her position is described, and in the park and to the park, to go. So she wanted to go. What does she want? She wanted to. What did she want? She wanted to go. So this to is a preposition which is showing the relationship of she with this verb. So this is how preposition connect noun with the entire sentence. But in case of conjunction, we have two separate sentences which is joined with that conjunction. You can have tea or coffee. So you have two options, that is either tea or coffee. So we are having a conjunction or to join these two structures, tea and coffee. These are separate entities or separate options. Now, position. Here, the difference is literally shown. Conjunctions typically appear between the words or clauses they connect. Between the two clauses or the sentences they connect, we can see conjunction over there. But in case of preposition, it is totally different. Common prepositions include in, on, under, between, beside, with, during, before, after, above, below, around, etc. These are some common prepositions. Now, usage of preposition is totally different as that of the conjunction. How? Prepositions are used to describe the location or movement of objects, provide additional information, or indicate a relationship between nouns and other elements in a sentence. So, this is the role or the usage of preposition, which is totally different as that of conjunction, that joins two sentences together or two clauses together. The book is on the table. Now here I'm showing the position of this book is on the table. So this on is a preposition which is connecting this book with this table, and here I'm showing this book's position is on the table. So this on is, though it is connecting the two nouns, but here it is not connecting two separate sentences, it is not connecting two separate nouns, it is connecting just to tell the position of that particular noun over something. Position on shows the relationship between book and table, but showing the position of it. She arrived before the meeting. So she arrived when? Before the meeting. So here arrived, verb arrived is, or she is the subject. She is the subject, you can see. Now she and meeting arrived. This is somewhere before the meeting. So before is here to show that that her arrival before the meeting. A preposition before here indicates the time of her arrival. So this is how preposition works or connect two words together. Position. Now, again, as I told you before as well, that position literally matters in case of difference between conjunction and preposition. Prepositions are followed by nouns or pronouns known as objects of the preposition and are typically placed before the object. It means whenever we are showing the position of some noun or pronoun in the sentence, whenever there is a position which we are indicating, prepositions are used just before them. That is why they are known as preposition. For example, if I say the book is on the table, the book is on the table. Now, in this sentence, we can see that table is a noun, book is a noun, and on is used just before the table, and on is a preposition which is indicating the position of the book is on the table, and it is used because this table is position, it is showing position, and if it's showing position and preposition indicating this position is used just before it, before the position. So this is how we use prepositions. Now, this will be clear to you with some more examples. There are two other things as well. There is principal verb or the non-principal verb, or we also call them principal verb or auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. We have already discussed this concept in our earlier sessions of verb, where I told you the difference between principal verb and auxiliary, that is main verb and the helping verb. Main verb are actually the actions or the verbs which indicate possession or state being. But if any verb does not perform these three things, it is known as auxiliary verb or the helping verb or the supporting verb. In any sentence or clause, the principal verb is the central point. In conclusion, we can say that conjunctions can indeed connect clauses, each with a principal verb. Now, from where this principal verb concept comes, we'll see it with a few examples. After that, we are able to decide whether to use conjunction or to connect the sentences with the help of preposition. Let us see some sentences. However, prepositions typically do not serve this function. Instead, they are more about linking a noun or pronoun to another word in the sentence, thereby providing additional context or detail. Now, this will be clearer to you, much clearer to you after we have some examples. Let's first understand the principal verb and the auxiliary verb. So, first we'll discuss the concept of principal verb and auxiliary verb. Suppose we have these sentences. First sentence, let us see. She studied diligently. This is one sentence. Second sentence is, She could pass her exams with flying colors. So this is another sentence. Now this S is also capital. Now this is one sentence, let's say, and this is second sentence. Third sentence is she had money. Fourth sentence is she did not help the poor man. Rohan is ill is fifth sentence, and he will not attend the meeting. This is sixth sentence. So, as I told you earlier as well, that there is a difference between principal and principal verb, that is main verb, and the helping verb, that we have already discussed earlier as well. So, without wasting time, I'm just here telling you what are the helping verbs and the main verbs in these sentences. Suppose this is studied, this is main verb or the principal verb. So, you can call it principal verb as well. But if we see this sentence, she could pass her exams. So could is helping verb, whereas pass is main verb or the principal verb. Now, if I say principal verb or if I say main verb, both are same. She had money. Now here had showing the position. Therefore, this had is main verb or principal verb. But if I say she did not help the poor man, so help is main verb or the principal verb, whereas did is auxiliary verb or you can say helping verb. So we can say it AV or HV. It means either auxiliary verb or helping verb. Rohan is ill. So this is main verb over here because it is showing its state. He will not attend the meeting. So will is helping verb or auxiliary verb, whereas attend is main verb. So in the given example, there are two sentences, each containing one principal verb and one auxiliary verb in each. Studied, pass, had, help, and attend is these are principal verbs, whereas non-principal verb are could, did. Now, is it not there? Will. These are helping verbs or non-principal verbs. So we can call them helping verb as well, or we call them auxiliary verb as well. So these are some verbs that we have already discussed in the chapter of verb, but here I'm just making you revise this concept, though I'm not elaborating or expressing this in detail because that we have already discussed in our earlier sessions as well. So there is a difference between helping verb and the main verb. So here we can see these things. Now the concept comes. If we connect both sentences in the given examples without changing the actual meaning, conjunction is needed to convey the same meaning in the contexts. It means when we have two sentences and we want to join those two sentences together with the help of a conjunction, but we don't want to change the meaning or the structure of the sentence, we can have conjunctions like, now these are conjunctions, these words are conjunctions. So that, in order that, so we can use so that, moreover we can use in order that. For the second sentence, this is for the first sentence, this is now for the second sentence. Though, although, even though. This is for the second sentence. And for the third sentence, we can use conjunctions because, since, and as. But these are conjunctions, not the prepositions. And if we want to join those sentences with the help of these conjunctions, the result will be first one, she studied diligently so that she could pass her exams with flying colors. Another conjunction is in order that. So we have two conjunctions over here, so that and in order that. So we can either use this or this, but one at a time. So the sentence will be like, she studied diligently so that she could pass her exams with flying colors. Moreover, we can say she studied diligently in order that she could pass her exams with flying colors. So two separate sentences when joined together using a conjunction, we can have this structure. Though, although, even though. Now we can use any of these. Any of these. Suppose I use though. Though she had money, she did not help the poor man. Another structure is, although she had money, she did not help the poor man. Even though she had money, she did not help the poor man. So we can use any of these conjunctions to join these two sentences together, but one at a time. Because or since or as for this sentence. Now this is the sentence, but before it we are using any of these conjunctions. Suppose first we use the word because. Because Rohan is ill, he will not attend the meeting. Now I add since. Since Rohan is ill, he will not attend the meeting. And now I will add as. As Rohan is ill, he will not attend the meeting. So these are some conjunctions which we can use to join these two sentences together, and it will not change the meaning of the sentence. Moreover, we can also join these two sentences together with the help of prepositions, but the structure over there will be changed. Now, if I say she studied diligently so that she could pass her exam, it means it is showing the cause, and this is the reason. For what? The purpose. The purpose is to pass the exam with flying colors. Now, if I connect these sentences with prepositions, we have to be careful because there is no main verb or helping verb after the use of a preposition. Now you can see over here that when we are adding so that, we see that it is she that is pronoun just after it. So that after the so that we have she that is a pronoun. In this though, even though, whatever it is, we had she that is a pronoun. In the structure of because, since, or as, we have Rohan that is a noun. So after these conjunctions we have noun in this structure. But in this sentence, so we must use prepositions that convey the same meaning as the sentences without altering the actual context of the sentence, and we must change the form of the auxiliary verb. Now how? Let us see this with examples, with the help of some examples. Now we had conjunctions like so that or in order that, whereas the preposition for the same is so as to or in order to. So these are prepositions. Now those were conjunctions, but these are prepositions. If I say so that, this is a conjunction. But if we use so as to, this is a preposition. So this is the difference. There we use though, although, even though, and so on. But here we are using in spite of or despite. Now with in spite, we need to add of preposition. It is important, it is necessary. Whereas with despite, we cannot have any preposition after it. Because of, owing to, now these are prepositions. Whereas because, since, as, those were conjunctions. Now here we'll join those two sentences with the help of prepositions, not conjunctions. Now you will see the difference in the structure in these sentences. Now the examples appear as follows. She studied diligently so as to pass her exams with flying colors. Or another is, she studied diligently in order to pass her exams with flying colors. Now you can see the structure over here. When we had conjunction, after that we had either a noun or a pronoun. But in this structure, you can see these are prepositions, and after these prepositions, we have past, that is verb, not pronoun, not noun. So after preposition, we cannot have uh, either noun or pronoun. But after the conjunctions, we do have a noun or pronoun. Instead, in case of verb, in case of preposition, after preposition, we have verb only. So she studied diligently so as to pass her exam with flying colors, or in order to pass her exams with flying colors. In spite of having money, no, in spite of, then we are having. So as I told you before as well, that after a preposition, verb can be in ing form only. So in spite of having money, she did not help the poor man. Despite having money, she did not help the poor man. So the meanings are same, but the structure of the sentence is different, totally different. After a preposition, we can only have verb, whereas after the conjunction, we can either have a noun or pronoun. So this is the basic difference in the structure of making sentences with the preposition or the conjunction. And this is how we can decide whether to use conjunction or preposition to join two sentences together. Because of Rohan's illness, he will not attend the meeting. Owing to Rohan's illness, he could not attend the meeting, or he will not attend the meeting. Now this sentence can be made in another structure as well. Because of Rohan's being ill, he will not attend the meeting. owing to Rohan's being ill. Now, here it is Rohan's, not Rohan. It is not a pronoun, it is a possessive case before the word being. So, owing to Rohan's being ill, he will not attend the meeting, or because of Rohan's being ill, he will not attend the meeting. So, these are several structures where we can use prepositions to join two sentences together. Whereas in our earlier sentences, we read how to join those sentences with the help of conjunctions and what should be the structure after that. I hope you understand this point. In the given sentences, the principal verb is removed after the use of the preposition and the form of the helping verb is changed. Now correct the given sentences. If we have these sentences, Ravi did not leave drinking despite the doctor had warned him. Is this sentence correct? No. Because after despite, we cannot have noun. We cannot have noun. Ravi could not pass the exam because of he. Now he is a pronoun which we cannot use just after pronoun. So this is incorrect. Just after preposition, we cannot use pronoun. So the correct sentence will be, in both the sentences, prepositions are used as connectors, but after the connectors, principal verbs are used. The sentence structures are grammatically incorrect and need to be corrected. How? There are two ways to correct these sentences. First one is change the verb form used after prepositions while maintaining the original sentence context. And second is despite, in place of despite, we can either have although or though. Instead of because of, we can have because or since. Now the sentences will be, Ravi did not leave drinking despite the doctor's warning. Moreover, we can have Ravi did not leave drinking though the doctor advised him or the doctor warned him. Ravi could not pass the exam because of not attempting sufficient number of questions. We can also have Ravi could not pass the exam because he did not attempt sufficient number of questions. So these can be the structures of making the sentence with the help of preposition or conjunction. Ravi did not leave drinking, although or though the doctor had warned him. Ravi could not pass the exam because or since he did not attempt sufficient number of questions. So these can be the structures of rectifying those sentences that we have read earlier. I hope you understood this concept that whether to use conjunction or whether to use prepositions. If we have a noun or pronoun afterwards, we can connect the sentences using conjunctions. But if we have a principal verb or the verb after that, we can have prepositions to join two sentences together. Now, I hope this much is clear to you all. Thanks to you.